Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So, what we will discuss that far was when, remember, Musa alayhi salam was called to Turi Sinai. He was called to, Allah Ta'ala wanted to give him his Shariat. Allah Ta'ala wanted to give him um, his holy book, according to some riwayat, in the Al-Wah that he had, the Torah was there, etc., etc. So in his absence, the people became impatient and they Samiri. Normally, always when there's a fitna, you'll see this one person who initiates it. There's one bright spark in the negative sense. Whenever there's a fitna, there's one bright spark. In a negative sense, he comes with the idea. When everybody follows him, everybody follows him. So same thing here. There was the Samiri. He came with the idea that no, Musa alayhi salam is gone. He's not coming back. He passed away. He died. Whatever. Let us. And he went to see your Lord, but you are so blessed. You so honored. Your Lord came to you, etc. And then he was so smart in the negative sense. What he done? He took the what you call it, the dust from under the hoof of Jibreel alayhi salam, and he put it into the cow, and the cow was making sounds. Then he came with this other reasoning, this rationale. Let's see that this Mali Hanimat that you got from the Coptics is not halal for you, so you cannot use it. So you might as well make with it a calf, etc., the golden calf that they worship. So when Musa alayhi salam, in fact, when Musa alayhi salam was at Turi Sina, he became very, very much annoyed. And when he came there, he was upset with Harun alayhi salam. He said, "Now, how did you allow this to happen?" And initially he grabbed him, but then he explained him, "Look, I tried my best. I spoke to them, but these people overpowered me and they wanted to kill me. So there's nothing extra that I could have done to stop them from this, right?" So that's where we are. So then the next verse, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Allah Ta'ala says now, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّخَذُوا الْعِجْلَ سَيَنَالُهُمْ غَضَبٌ مِّن رَّبِّهِمْ وَذِلَّةٌ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيا وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُفْتَرِينَ. Verily those who took the calf, right? إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّخَذُوا الْعِجْلَ, they took it as a deity, as a object of worship. سَيَنَالُهُمْ غَضَبٌ مِّن رَّبِّهِمْ. The anger of the Rabb will reach them, will afflict them. وَذِلَّةٌ, and disgrace will also afflict them. في الحياة الدنيا, in this dunya life. وكذلك نجزي المفترين, and like that is how we reward, we recompensate others, those people who invent falsehood, etc. This is how we will repay them. So the first verse has warned those who took to the worship of the calf and persisted in it. So Allah Ta'ala, first verse here, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّخَذُوا الْعِجْلَ, Allah Ta'ala is issuing a warning for those persons who took the right and persisted of their sad fate in the hereafter and disgraceful life in this world. So you see from this here also, we learn something very, very interesting from this. That when a person makes, or rather Ta'ala, war with Allah Ta'ala, then Allah Ta'ala will disgrace him this dunya and he will be punished in the akhirat. Just come to my mind if you look at this, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, the founding father of the Qadiani sect. What? He claimed he was a Nabi and he claimed he was Isa incarnate. Sometimes he claimed he was Nabi Sassam incarnate. Sometimes he claimed he was Maryam alayhi salam incarnate and that he gave birth to himself, which was Isa alayhi salam. Some funny, funny, ludicrous claims. So what funny, funny claims he made just to justify that he's the Messiah, etc., etc. So Allah Ta'ala said, we will سينالهم غضب من ربهم وذلة في الحياة الدنيا, and disgrace will overtake them in the dunya as well. That is why he died a terrible death. He died of cholera. He would mess himself. And according to authentic narrations, he even died in the toilet. So وذلة في الحياة الدنيا. So the worldly life is also, from this we learn something very, very interesting in relation to your disobedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in relation to your disobedience of Allah ta'ala, your worldly life will also be affected. What we learn? In relation to your disobedience of Allah, your worldly life also. So the worldly life is also affected by sinful deeds. A part of punishment of some sins is also given in this life. Allah ta'ala protect us. This is what happened to Samiri. The Prophet Musa alayhi salam commanded him to live apart from the people, not touching anyone with his hand, nor is he touched by any one of his people. So when Musa alayhi salam learned that he was the one behind all of the shenanigans, etc., he was banished. You will live alone. You won't have any type of interaction with insan. Consequently, for the rest of his life, he lived a deserted life of seclusion, walking about with animals. No human being came near to him. Al-Qutb is reported on the authority of the companion Qatada that his punishment from Allah Ta'ala was that whenever he touched someone or was touched by anyone of the people, both suffered from fever. So when he made any human contact, he touched a human being, or a human being touched him, he suffered from fever, right? So these are mostly Israeli riwayat, something which is not in the Quran. This means we believe it, la nusaddiqu wa la nukadhib. We can accept it, but we don't take it as gospel that 100% is true, right? So one is you get the Quran is explicit of something of the past, the Hadith is explicit about something of the past, but these extra details they mostly come from Israeli riwayat, and you people done it, mashallah, in the usul Hadith. لا نصدقه ولا نكذبه. We can narrate it. Nabi Sallam said, حدثوا عن بني إسرائيل ولا حرج. You can narrate from Bani Israel, no problem. But ولا نصدق ولا نكذب. We don't consider 100% true. We don't consider 100% false. So Al-Qurtubi is reported on the authority of the companion of Qatada that his punishment for Allah Ta'ala was that whenever he touched someone or was touched by anyone. Okay, so this is not an Israeli riwayat. This is from the equivalent on the authority of the companion Qatada. Okay, it doesn't say where Qatada got it, so probably it is Israeli, right? Whoever he touched, that person and himself would suffer from fever, right? The author of Ruh al-Bayr observed that the symptoms of the disease are still inherited in generations. This verse is ended with the sentence, وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُفْتَرِينَ, and this is how we reward the fabricators, and this is how we recompense the fabricators. The Sheikh Sufyan ibn Uyayna said that those who invent new things in the Sharia, take bidah, also commit the sin of fabrication and deserve such punishment. Interesting. So when a person introduces something into Sharia, like something which has no basis in Sharia, two things, it has no basis in Sharia. Now there's no need for it. You introduce it in Sharia, and then you consider it to be part of Sharia also. You say, no, this is part of Islam. Then you fall within the ambit and the prohibition and the warning sounded in this verse here. This is وَكَذَلِكَ نَجِدْ. So you can say clearly that you can use this hadith against those people who introduce, who make ihdath with deen, right? Imam Malik also inferred from this verse that those who invent new practices in the Sharia deserve the same punishment of Allah's wrath in the hereafter and disgrace in this world. So here Imam Malik also extrapolated the same law, that those people who introduce things into deen, they consider it as part of deen, they pass it out from generation to as part of deen, then according to this verse here, they will be disgraced, they will be punished in the dunya, and they will be punished in the akhirat, right? Okay, read that the Arabic, read the Arabic tafsir, inshallah. Oh, we still okay, read from there, sorry, from there, okay? Wait, where you show me where you? Right, okay. So here from the Arabic in Tafsir ibn Katheer, you got the right picture there, ne? What we speaking about when he came and he was so annoyed that he, according to some riwayat, he put down hastily. Al-Qalwa literally translated as throw down, but we won't say, we say it's inappropriate that a Nabi would throw down, but hastily he put down the tablets because he was so annoyed that so many years he's making effort to bring these people onto Tawheed. And here he leaves for a short while. He leaves for a short while and he come back and back onto Shirk. Imagine you make effort on somebody years and years and years, and you just turn your back and you see this person is back to the shenanigans, they're back on Shirk, etc. How annoyed won't you be? So that's what I say. So I told you, Alqa, it would say that he put it down hastily. If we take it to mean that he threw it down, then it was inappropriate. That's why he said, Rabbana zalamna anfusana, right? Rabbi ighfir li wa li akhi, right? Carry on. Right, قيل كان الواح, right? Right, so read it. كان الواح mean Samara, this may be like you check the meaning, like something manufactured or made from samrat. You checked it? What does it mean? Stone. Okay, you can check it again more. Some Yaqut is like a precious stone, like like a pearl, whatever. Yeah. وظاهر السياق أنه I told you one is I told you I mentioned this before too. Every sentence it has an apparent meaning, and we call this the mutabadir ma'na, the first meaning that come to your mind. So here the apparent meaning is this وظاهر السياق right وظاهر السياق إنما ألقى الألواح غضبا على قومه, that the right meaning is he threw down this out of anger. So there's a hadith that say من أحب لله وأعطى لله ومنع لله وانغضب لله ومنع لله فقد استكمل الإيمان. When you give, it's for the pleasure of Allah Ta'ala. When you stop, you prevent something, it's for the pleasure of Allah Ta'ala. So same thing here. If we say he was angry, why was he angry? He wasn't angry because his own right has been usurped. He wasn't angry because he's been wronged. He's been angry because Allah Ta'ala has been wronged. He's angry because a crime has been committed against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, فَقَدْ اسْتَكْمَلَ الْإِيمَانِ الْحُبُّ لِلَّهِ. Yeah, this is the word I was going to, this we done in Ismail, we done in the beginning. الْحُبُّ لِلَّهِ وَالْبُغْضِ لِلَّهِ. When you love for the sake of Allah Ta'ala. When you get angry, when you're annoyed for the sake of Allah Ta'ala, right? Carry on. وهذا قول جمهور العلماء سلفا وخلفا. So this year that we're saying that he, he you can say threw down the thing, whatever. This is ألقى الألواح غضبا على قومه. This is the opinion of the vast majority of the ulama. And Salaf, I told you, when we speak of Salaf, remember this year, Salaf means what? The ulama of the first 300 years. Some riwayat, I think I saw first 200 years. So whoever's after the 200 years, 300 years, they are Khalaf, right? It's both Salaf and Khalaf. Khalaf, for the more preferred extension, the first 300 years after Nabi Sallam referred to the Salaf, and after the 300 years still now it refers to the Khalaf, right? Carry on. Yeah. وأخذ برأس, then he took hold of the head of his brother and he pulled him towards him, right? Yeah. So why it's interesting? Why did he do this? خوفا أن يكون قد قصر في نهيهم كما قال في آية الأخرى. He done out of fear that he fell short in prohibiting them. He felt initially he thought, look here, maybe my brother didn't do enough. He didn't do enough to stop them from doing these funny things. And if he fell short in his duty, then it is my duty to rebuke him. And if I don't rebuke him, that means I'm falling short in my duty of rebuking him. من رأى منكم ملكا فليغير بيده فإن لم يستطع فبلسانه وإن لم يستطع فبقلبه وذلك أضعف الإيمان, right? In another verse, same thing is discussed. قال يا ابن أمة لا تأخذ بلحيتي. Where Harun is complaining, Ya, my brother, لا تأخذ, do not grab me all of my beard. ولا برأسي, neither by my head. إني خشيت, I feared, أن تقول, you will say فرقت بيني وبين إسرائيل. So here's even another reason. Like, look, this is what it means. I don't wield the same authority that you wield. Like if you come and you say, look here, don't worship the calf, people will just listen to you. But if I speak something because you are the main Nabi, etc., people will object to me, they will become fragmented, etc. So I thought I'll keep them together till you come, and when you come, you can crack the whip. When you come, you can crack the whip. So he's saying, خشيت أن تقول, I fear that you will say, فرقت بيني وبين إسرائيل, that you separated between me and the Bani Israel, ولم ترقب قولي, and you did not pay attention, consider my opinion that you must keep the people together. Carry on. Yeah. So he says, yabna oh son of my mother, inna al-qawma istab'afuni. Really, my people, they consider me weak. That is, they don't want to take me serious. They want to push me over, right? Right? وَكَادُوا يَقْتُلُونَنِي, and they almost kill me, right? Carry on. فَلَا تُشْمِدْ بِيَ الْأَعْدَاءَ, and do not tushmid بِيَ الْأَعْدَاء, do not disgrace me in front of the enemies. وَلَا تَجْعَلْنِي مَعَ الْقَوْمِ الظَّالِمِينَ. Do not classify me or enter me into the right. أي لا تسقني مساقهم. Do not put me in the same category as them. Okay, Mullah Nazim is here. So we'll break the ayat, Mishkat 2, verse